What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to Work Knife Balance. We're going to be diving into another budget bar lock. This thing is pretty fantastic. A little bit bigger handle, and I really enjoy the blade shape. So without further ado, let's go ahead and head into the top down. All right, so we've got another budget bar lock. This one's pretty fantastic as well. I want to go ahead, before we get too far into that, and say thank you to anybody who's already liked and subscribed. If you haven't, feel free to hit that subscribe button down below. You can also head over to Instagram and follow us at WorkKnifeBalance939. That's a great way to communicate with us. Let us know what you want to see, what you don't want to see, and all that good jazz. So without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at this knife. As you can tell, we're taking a look at another CJRB today. This is going to be one of their more recent release bar lock knives, and this is going to be a bigger one, and I'm actually really digging this blade shape. So this is going to be the CJRB Prado, and there are 4 different variations that I've seen of this. All of them are going to be bar locks. All of them are going to be the same kind of standard variation, AR RPM 9. They're going to be around the same price and everything. So we'll do some side-by-side comparison, some measurements. I'll give you my opinions and thoughts on this knife, and then if you want to go ahead, you can check out the links below. So let's go ahead and start with the tip to tail measurements. Tip to tail measurements, we're looking just over 8 1/4. We're going to say 8.35, 8.4, say 8.35. For the blade length, looking about 3.75 with about 3.5 on the cutting edge, actually, right there. So you have a really sweet swedge coming down on the top right here. We'll go ahead and get some bar lock comparisons here for you, wherever I set them. Here we go. We'll go ahead and do the bug out bar lock right there. Up top, go ahead and pull the NAFS Lander 2 down below. Go ahead and get the Hogue Deca bar lock up top. Switch to a Civivi Elementum down below. No longer bar lock, obviously, it's the button lock version. And then we'll go ahead and pull out a CJRB Warney Pyrite. That is one of my favorite CJRB knives of all time right there. And we'll get 2 more. We'll do the Kaiser Veritas down below, and we will do the CDC Chicago up top right there. So show you a little bit of a bigger knife to kind of compare it to. So gives you some decent comparison knives. Hopefully you have 1 or 2 of those knives that you were able to compare to. So there's not a ton of mystery as to the size of this as you're looking into them and seeing if it's something you'd like to pick up for your collection yourself. So yeah, I really enjoy the bar lock on this. The Omega springs that CJRB used are fantastic. They're dialed really well. They're not too loose for my taste and liking. I really enjoy them. The one thing I would like to point out about this is not just a CJRB, but this is a Ray Laconico designed CJRB. So Ray Laconico is known for his absolutely just perfectly designed, I guess, ununiqueness in his knives. He's got some really sweet designs that are perfectly made. There's not much you can say about the fit, form, anything like that about them. They're mastered, but there's nothing that stands out about them. This, on the other hand, is a Ray Laconico design that is designed really well, has great ergos, is a great bar lock, and I would say this has a little bit more pizzazz and flair than a typical Laconico. The blade style, the swedge at the top, just everything that you see here, it is still kind of a generic knife, but it is a little bit more, in my opinion, flair than you would see on a traditional Laconico. And I like that. I like that a lot. So I also like how CJRB is starting to use more well-known designers with some of their knives, and you're seeing different knives come out from CJRB because of that. So I like that a lot. This is in the AR RPM 9 steel with a G10, or they also have a wood version that you can get, coming in at about $55. I believe it's originally about $76. And then I did see a sale right before I made this video. So as of the recording, I saw this for $53.99, so about $55. Or $54 there for you, which is fantastic. The fact that you can get this knife, this size, this steel, design, everything for $50. That makes this a absolutely budget banger of a bar lock knife, and it's going to be competitive with a lot of other budget knives in that category as well. So it's a much larger budget lock knife, or budget bar lock knife. But there's a lot of really good things about this that make it stand out. One, the materials that you're using are going to be kind of tried and true budget materials, but on that higher end of the budget materials. Also, I'd like to point out some of the extras. So like you have an actual metal bar lock that comes through here. It feels fantastic. The steel clip is reversible on both sides, so you can use that ambidextrously if you'd like to. You're going to have a little bit larger of a knife with this, so it's not a budget small compact knife. This is what I would classify as a full-size EDC knife. You can get a good purchase of 4 fingers, and you've got space on the back here. You don't need to choke up, which is good because you can't. But you do have a really nice big belly swooping blade there that's going to be great for slicing. So there's a lot of really good features in this knife for that budget $55 right there. There will be links below. If they're Amazon links, they support our channel, and we greatly appreciate any of the support coming through. But if they are just links to other websites, they're for your own edification and benefit to check out the knives and get something sweet for your collection. I don't have much else to say. This is the CJRB Prado. I really enjoy this knife. I'm really loving it. If you want to pick one up for yourself, by all means, grab one from the links below. Until next time, TTFN.